What's up, everyone? This is Midnight Strike 3625, and I know what you're thinking. Didn't you just announce a hiatus video a few days ago? Well, I am come here back to review some new material for you, including Watch Dogs. So, after this, I'm probably going to do the Redeemer of Souls review and not have a thumbnail until I get my computer back, probably on the 30th of July. So, it's going to take a while. Basically, for my hiatus, though, I am just going to be reviewing new material, as I just stated like 3 times before. So, with this, I am going to be reviewing, as you can see right here, Watch Dogs, the PS4 title that was released over a month ago, so already this review is a little bit late, as I have not had enough time with my full-time job to actually make any videos about it. So, basically, I really like this game, and I really see a lot wrong with it, so I'm kind of mixed on this as a whole, on this experience, partially because of the fact that it wants to take itself seriously, but there are so many instances where it's hard to. This could have been so much more than what it actually ended up being in the final product that it's not even funny. The 2012 trailer showed it all pretty much. It was beautiful, it was stunning. I couldn't wait to get my hands on a PlayStation 4 and play it, but then it actually came, when it actually came down to 2013 E3, they downgraded it significantly. Everyone put up a stink, everyone put up a fit about it, but it is what it is. So I'm basically going to be judging what is here versus what could have been, but when what's here is not up to par with everything else, you kind of got to go into the what it doesn't have, I suppose, is what I'm trying to say. And the first thing that I'm going to point out, in fact, is the driving mechanics, which should have been one of the fundamental things that they should have added for this experience, but the driving mechanics really suck. I'm just going to come out and say it. The handling is really loose. Every car pretty much feels the same when it gets down to it, except for the heavy vehicles. You got your classes, the heavy vehicles, the sports cars, the main, family cars like what I'm driving right now, and the motorcycles, and every single car within that class feels exactly the same. So they could have expanded on the car's choice a little bit, made every car feel unique in its own little way, but you know what, this is Ubisoft, putting out Assassin's Creed titles every single year, regardless of quality, so I'm not really going to expect much from them. So, with that though, Assassin's Creed is one of my favorite game series of all time, so what am I gonna say, I suppose? But they have been degrading in quality. That is off topic though. With this game though, they try something different. It's like Assassin's Creed combined with the GTA physics. You got the restricted areas of Assassin's Creed and the, the vaulting parkour elements a little bit. You can climb a little bit. You can't climb anything crazy like this, but you can vault over shit like in Assassin's Creed Black Flag and 3. So it feels largely similar to those games, which is nice. It's got that sense of familiarity, yet keeping it fresh. And one of the best things about this game is how the AI and how the characters react to real-life events. Say, I crash into them. Usually, if 2 AI members get crashed into or crash into each other, they will get out and start yelling at each other. So that's kind of funny. It's kind of really interesting to see. If you publicly commit a crime, let's see if I can get some jam comms ready before I do this. If you publicly commit a crime, they will call the cops. And I gotta say, the police chases are very fucking annoying. And that is why...
Somebody out here quickly, alright?
Come on. That's why I just jammed it, because I don't want to deal with it. Especially when you get up to the level 5 police chases, sometimes the only way to avoid them is either by getting in an L train or jumping in the water, because the cops don't have any boats, which is kind of sad, as any criminal in the Chicago area can get away simply by jumping in the water, and that is a little bit deterring. So, with the main plot, there could have been so much more. I did not like Aiden Pearce one bit. I thought he was a whiny, vengeful little prick, basically. And just his overall viewpoints on life and how he handles situations with his family, I didn't really much care for. So, with this story, it could have been so much more. It could have been about privacy evasion, about censorship. It could have been about, an online network controlling every aspect of our lives. a la Big Brother, a la 1984, but they didn't. They made it about vengeful prick trying to avenge his daughter, or his niece's death, excuse me. And for that, I mean, it was really boring. I didn't want to do the plot at all. I just wanted to kind of get through it. And the last mission, until I finally, you know, trudged through it, was very annoying. I was thinking about just reviewing it and not completing it and, you know, bitching about the last mission, the final mission, but I am not going to do that. So I actually beat it. It's very annoying, it's very hard, and it, you know, it's just, I don't know, it wasn't necessary, I suppose, to go that far with the actual gameplay of the final mission. It's kind of cheap, but overall, I would probably rate Watch Dogs an 8 out of 10. It was nothing short of average, but nothing more. So maybe 7.5, 8 out of 10. I mean, it was okay. I really liked the gameplay. I really liked kind of, you know, like I said, crashing into shit like I'm doing right now. Driving really crazy, even though the driving mechanics somewhat suck for each car. But basically, when it comes down to it, I did enjoy it, and it did keep me occupied for a month. But it is no infamous Second Son or Need for Speed Rivals. So I think those right now are the best games on the PlayStation 4 catalog. But this one, it's good. I mean, I would suggest getting it and playing it for yourself. The hacking elements are pretty much well instilled, I suppose, well incorporated. But they do seem shallow at times. So I would suggest getting it yourself and, you know, playing it, obviously, to formulate your own opinion. But in my opinion, personally, it's an 8 out of 10. It's kind of average. I mean, it's just above average, I suppose. And other than that, I mean, it's kind of like, you know, if you want to get a really, really, really good open world game, get Grand Theft Auto 5, get San Andreas, get, you know, Saints Row or something like that. This is kind of, you know, few and far between for those fun moments that were instilled in Grand Theft Auto. So with that, 8 out of 10, this is Midnight Strike 3625. Keep calm and rock on.